I was in the golf business for 35 years. Retirement didn't take. People need to do something. I always wanted to open a restaurant.
In the game of golf, there's a popular saying, always hit your second shot first. Even though Dan Curtis had a very successful career on and off the course, consider Uncle D's restaurant on Electric Road in Roanoke his second shot.
I was a golf pro for a couple of years. I reached the pinnacle of the golf industry, no pun intended, because Titleist makes pinnacle. I want this to be successful.
Little did Dan know when he was growing up as a kid living in Salem, Massachusetts and working as a golf caddy, that he would be teeing up his eventual second career when he befriended the club's cook, Richie.
I'd be caddying during the day, but then I'd go up to the clubhouse and he'd let me watch him cook and things like that, and that's what started it.
Uncle D's opened in 2020 as a takeout-only comfort food joint.
Everything with the intention was to go. That was a mistake, and as you'll see, I've tried to improve on the in-dining.
One way to help drive in more traffic, the high reviews from satisfied customers.
If you Google us, we're the highest rated restaurant in Roanoke.
We were at a doctor's appointment for our little one up the road, and we read the reviews on Google and needed lunch and came in and try it out.
Our best sellers are our chicken and dumplings, our meatloaf, our pot roast is our #1 seller. We got a great Wagyu beef cheeseburger. Today we are introducing a line of wraps. So we're gonna do a chicken Caesar wrap. This is Joey, my main man, my main cook in the mornings here. Romaine lettuce here, fresh Parmesan. We're using a homemade crouton here. I think that's perfect right there. It's really juicy. And that is our chicken, grilled chicken Caesar wrap.
The croutons in here give it a crunch I didn't think that I needed. And it works. I predict this is gonna be a hit.
So Joey's gonna make us a Philly cheesesteak with some green peppers and some onions. We've had an internal debate over what kind of cheese we were gonna use. We have decided to go with a white American. And the rationale there is that the provolone cheese doesn't have as much taste.
Wrapped up in the aluminum foil, keeps the heat in there, hugs it nice. No disrespect to provolone. White American just pops a little bit better.
The meatloaf got quite the story. It was a favorite, but Dan took it off the menu after he couldn't keep it from drying out until he watched an episode of another popular food show that you may have heard of.
Watching Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives with Guy Fieri. And this lady from a place in Minneapolis, Minnesota is saying, she's describing the problem she has with her meatloaf. And I'm like, that's my problem. We're making the meatloaf with her recipe in mind, which is completely different. We make it in 5-pound batches, then we portion it off and we bake it in parchment paper, and then slice it up. We either use the flat top or the skillet. You know, 2 minutes, it's up to temp and ready to go. So it's Guy Fieri.
Yeah.
Like he needs any more kudos.
With that last bit of cooking, you're getting that crunchiness, almost like a char on the outer rim. It's in there sizzling on that oil. Grandma's favorite.
Great food, large portions, a very friendly staff, a menu that is not everywhere, and people really like that. And like I said, large portions.
Uncle D's, an unforgettable hometown eat.